Do we have to talk about it? Of course we do, because if there's one thing that modern media will do, is criminalize a pregnancy loss before we have any information on that loss. Some things to get out of the way. We do not know the gestational age of the cheerleader who lost their pregnancy. We don't know how far along she was. All we have is what the police are reporting right now, and the police have been notorious for lying in cases like this, as in the case of Selena Maria Chandler Scott, who was arrested after she disposed of her miscarriage remains in the trash, or the Texas woman who was jailed for 5 months after miscarrying in a public restroom, or Brittany Watts, who was charged with abuse of a corpse, and that charge was eventually dropped. So genuinely, shame on every journalist for sensationalizing a pregnancy loss without having all of the information. My video is not to comment on this individual situation, but to point out the larger problem of criminalization of pregnancy loss. It is not clear if this woman gave birth, if she suffered a miscarriage, if she suffered a stillbirth or underwent a self-managed abortion. It is legal in most states, including Kentucky, to self-manage your own abortion. What is clear is without all of that information, without having any of that information, they have arrested with her and charged her with corpse abuse, tampering with physical evidence, which, if convicted, could be 1 to 5 years in prison. Since the overturning of Roe v. Wade, multiple women have faced criminal charges after suffering miscarriages. Because at the end of the day, if we criminalize abortion and you have a pregnancy loss, you will have to prove, if someone has any reason to think that you caused that pregnancy loss, you will have to prove that it was not an intentional pregnancy loss. And they can use things like how you disposed of the pregnancy lost against you. They can use things like, what did you say about the pregnancy after you found out? What did you Google? Who did you text? What did you say in those texts? Were you unsure about your pregnancy? When they arrested you, did you not seem broken up about the pregnancy lost? All of those things can be used to build a case. So we will see where this case goes, but I am just upset that these cases are becoming more and more and more frequent, and I'm upset at the sensationalization of these cases.